So moving on to next topic, which is change of state. Now there is a very special property of any particular matter, that is when matter changes its state from one form to another, that is from either solid to liquid, liquid to gas, or vice versa, the matter possesses a quality that it will be existing in both these states simultaneously. That means I'll explain it to you giving examples. Before going to that, what is the formula for increasing the temperature of a body or giving heat so that the temperature of the body increases? The formula was mc delta T, right? Now this is the formula which is used when you have to calculate amount of heat given or amount of heat absorbed by a body to increase its temperature by some particular thing, that is from T2 to T1 or T1 to T2, delta T would be used. Now there is another formula which is ml, where L is the latent heat of dash. The latent heat could be of latent heat of vaporization, latent heat of condensation, latent heat of sublimation, anything, right? So L depends on what type of change of state is taking place. Okay, so we'll do this way. We have three states: solids, liquids, and gas, right? So when solid changes to liquid, this form, the process is called melting. Solid is changing into liquid, so melting. Liquid is changing into gas, it will be called what? Think, it will be called vaporization. Okay, so this is vaporization. Next, what is gas to liquid? When we don't recall the word what exactly is being used, we can take the example of ice. When ice is a form of solid, water liquid, and vapor is vapors, right? So vapor is basically gas. So when solid to liquid, that is ice to water, ice is melting, liquid to gas, water is evaporating, so vaporization. Then gas to liquid, that means the vapor which is gaseous state is coming back to liquid form, so I'll be calling it condensation, right? Then liquid to solid, liquid to solid, liquid going back to solid state, like this, water going back to ice state, which will be called freezing. Okay, now there is a property of solids that solid can go directly to gaseous form skipping the liquid phase. In that case, this is called sublimation. And there is another property of gas, that gas can also go back to solid phase without or skipping the liquid phase. This process is called, either it is called reverse sublimation, or you can call it desublimation, or you can call it crystallization. Crystallization, why do we call it? Because have you seen ice flakes, ice crystals? So ice flakes are basically ice crystals. So all those gaseous vapors, they're getting crystallized in a form to form the solid part again. So that is why sometimes it is also referred as crystallization. So these are various changes in states of matter. Okay, now I'll be representing this whole diagram again using the formula, and I would like to represent it in form of graph. So let's take an example of ice only, okay, and we'll accordingly see how much or what is the formula used, or how do we have to do the calculation. See, suppose this is representing the amount of heat given to the body, okay, and this is, let's say, this is change in temperature. Okay,